this morning we want to solve some questions on directed numbers. I have one of my students in JSS1, so she'll be the one that will solve the questions. So as you can see on the board, these are the questions from 11 to 15. So she's going to start now. You can start. So you're going to explain how you are going to solve the question, how you get your answer, so that other students can also learn. So you can start.
Okay, so for number 11, when we have two signs that are the same, like two minus signs, that means we should add. So now we're going to add 26 plus 17 equals to 43. And now that we have this initially, now we can do it is that you have the 17 here, and since 17 is the smaller number in front of it, then it now turns to minus 43.
So
If 26 was
wait,
here,
what if this 26 is one coming first?
then it would be plus 43.
But I think that actually you got the 43 right, but where the mistake is the sign. What you have to know is that once you have the same sign, minus minus or plus plus,
It's minus.
after adding it together, you put the common sign. Okay. So
That's what I got.
yes, your answer is correct now. So
Number 12.
number 12.
27 minus 64, and this one is not hard. You just have to start adding from the smaller number, subtracting from the smaller number, since there's no sign in front of 27.
Mm-hmm.
Since there's no sign in front of 27, you just subtract it. There's no need for addition. It will give minus 27. 6 here, 5, this 6 here, 14. 14 and 7, that's 7. 5 minus 2, that's 3. Equals to, just give a rough work. That will equal to, so we write again, 27 minus 64 equals to 37. And the sign that is common in both of them is the minus sign. So
But the minus is not common because if you look at this is positive and the second one is negative.
But it's still minus.
So what actually you have the idea, the answer is correct. But if you look at the first one here, like I said previously, that if they have the same sign, add them together as you have done here and put the common sign. Okay. But if they have different signs, like this one is positive, this one negative, meaning that they have different signs. So after subtracting, which is 37, the difference is 37, then you now put the sign of the bigger one. Okay.
Which is 64.
And since the bigger number is 64, then you put the sign of that 64, which is negative. So number 13.
Number 13. Here, the two signs are like in between. So,
That they are having the same sign.
yes.
So they are having the same sign.
So we're going to add 33 plus 12.
So that means you are following what I said earlier on, that once they have the same
5,
sign,
4.
you add them together. Yes.
So that will be 45.
No, you don't need to clean it. It's, other students can see that if they are watching the video, they can also learn. Okay.
33 minus 12 equals.
No, it's minus 33, not 33.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Minus 33. That equals to 33 plus 12 equals to 45. And the bigger number that it carries is 33, which the sign is there, so it will be plus 45.
No, I corrected you here.
Oh,
that-
wait, the bigger number carries a negative.
No, it's not a matter of the sign of the bigger one. You only use the sign of the bigger one if they have different sign. But
Yeah,
if they have the
this
same
one has
sign,
different sign.
just
Oh,
put the common sign.
common sign is negative.
Yeah.
Okay, next question, number 14. Oh my god. Okay, 47. Okay, so this one here is common and to this number 1. Number 11. You just do 75 plus 47. 2, 1. Okay, so 7 plus 4 is 8, 9, 11. And then that is 122 equals to it's 122. So that will be minus 122.
So that's it. Minus 122. That means what you did there is that since they have the same sign, you add them together and put the common sign, right?
Yes.
So let's go to the next
And
question.
the next question, also the last one, will be 81 minus 107. So when you're subtracting, you have to turn them around. So it's now turned to 107 minus 81. So you can be able to not mix up the numbers or anything. 10 minus 8 equals to 26. And now the sign that the bigger number carries is negative. So it will equal to minus 20.
So the summary of what she has done so far is that if you look at the questions, once the two numbers that we are performing operation on, if they have the same sign, minus minus, you add the two numbers together, then the result, you now put the common sign. Then the second one, if they have different sign, this 27 is negative, positive, while 64 is negative. So you find the difference between the two numbers, which is 37, then put the sign of the bigger one. And the same method she used here also. Here, you have a minus 33 minus 12. So she add the two numbers together because they have the same sign and put the common sign. Here also, she add the two numbers together, as you can see, put the result. This plus this give us this, then she put the common sign. And the last one, they have different sign. The 81 is positive, while 107 is negative. So you find the difference. The difference is 26, and she put the sign of the bigger one. The summary of everything is that under directed number, once they have the same sign, add the two number and put the common sign. But once you have different signs, find the difference between the two number and put the sign of the bigger one. That means if the bigger one is positive, you put positive sign. If the bigger one is negative, you put negative sign. Earlier on, we solved some questions on directed number, question 11 to 15. So we are going to continue from 16 to 20. 16 to 20. And as you can see the question here, so my student is going to solve it. She's in JSS1. She was the one that solved the previous one. So she's going to continue from 16 to 20. So you can start now. Okay? People are waiting for you to come and solve your question. So
Here we have 121 minus 87. We could simply subtract the numbers all working to the left, but there was something wrong which the numbers went in order, so it's better you start from the back. Now I borrow 1 from 2, it remains 1. 11, that is 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 4. Here remains 0, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No, it's 3. That was mine. Okay.
so you can see there that she has found the difference because they're having different signs. And she got 34. So let's wait for her final answer.
So now, there's like an invisible plus sign before the 121.
121.
And since 121 is a bigger number and it carries a positive sign, then the number, the sign will be plus 34.
Very good. So we can move to the next question.
Number 17 will be 92 minus 155. So can simply just questions are already here in this. So 155, we have to find the difference between both of them. Minus 92. 5 minus 2 is 3. 0. Okay, so we borrow 1 here. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We got 6 over here, and that will equal to, this is a positive number, but because the bigger number is carrying a negative sign, the minus, and this is carrying a positive sign, but it's not the bigger number in front, then it will now be minus 63.
Wow, you can see that she's very brilliant.
Number 18, 137 minus 173. As usual, we have to find the difference. And the difference here, we carry 1 here, 6, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. So 1 minus 1 is 0, so you don't really have to do that one. And then number 18 equals to... Now that we have the 137, like this one, this is a positive number, but because it isn't the bigger number, it will carry a negative sign, which will be minus 3. Number 19.
So that means once they have different signs, we find the difference and put the sign of the bigger number. So number 19.
Okay, 145 minus 219. So we do it from the bigger number first. Continue. 9 minus 5 is 4, but we borrow 1 from 2, remains 1, and add 1 here, that will be 11, so we go 10, 9, 8, 7, and that will be 74. That equals to... Now, because these two are, this one carries the negative sign, but it is the bigger number, while this one carries the positive sign, and it is the smaller number. If the bigger number carried the positive sign and was in front, then it should have been plus. But because it is a smaller number that's carrying positive sign, it will be negative. So that will be minus 74.
So the last question.
And number 20, finally, we have 252. Bigger number first, we need to count it, and 78. I start backwards so I don't confuse the way the number is. So 2 cannot subtract from 8. We borrow 1 from 5, meaning 4. We have 12. 12 minus 8 will be 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. That's 4. And 4 minus 7 is not possible, so we have 1 here. Well, here, that's 7, 174. And as usual, the bigger number is not in front, which it meaning it doesn't carry the positive sign, and there is no sign before. Like if there was a negative sign before this, then we could have said that it will still be negative because it's common between that, but it doesn't, so it will be minus 100%.
Wow. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Make sure you go check out my Instagram. It's your girl _ Mimi. Your is UR.